Okay, YouTube, this is going to be a little bit longer video. You know I'm known for doing my watch, show, and tell videos, and I have tons of watches I could show you, but I'm going to show you some of my favorites today, since I recently been getting into Invictas. And this is my watch collection. There's a couple in here that are not Invictas, but they're such nice watches I want to include them in there, okay? These are my favorites, okay? So what I'm going to do is just show you what I got here, okay? We're going to start from left to right, or let's go lower left to right, okay? So this one right here, this is going to be your Invicta Sub-Aqua Venom, okay? All silver, silver face. This is the second watch I got as far as Invictus is concerned. This is the Invicta Sub-Aqua Venom 2, okay? Difference in bezel. I'm going to pull each one of these out. Like I said, we're going to get into these watches a little bit today. We're not going to puke a bunch of facts like I always say in my videos, but we're just going to show you what they look like side by side. And for anybody who's on the fence about buying one, this is going to be like an all-together video of what they look like side by side, so you really get an idea. It's hard to tell when you're looking at one, looking at another, seeing it on different wrists. You can't really tell what they look like. So we're going to go right through, okay? This one here, Invicta. Actually, naturally, we're going to have a lot of Invictus here. Sub-Aqua Venom. This one's a rose gold and black two-tone, okay? Then here we got the Invicta Coalition Forces, all silver, silver bracelet with the yellow gold face, okay? Next on the list, the one I got, we're not going to go in order here, but, well, this is the one I got today, okay? This is the Zeus. Everybody who's looked at Invictus knows it's Zeus. It's going to be, I just put up a video a little bit ago showing what that looks like, okay? Pretty big. Invicta Sub-Aqua Noma 5, COSC certified chronograph. Invicta Sub-Aqua Noma 3, rose gold and stainless silver, matte finish. This one here, this is a beast. This one here is the Invicta Hydra, all silver bracelet, yellow gold face and bezel. Now we're going to jump up over here. We're going to jump right to this side. Let's go. We'll go in order. Why not? Okay, this is another one I've gotten. There's probably a lot of videos on this one, but this one's huge. This one's a diesel, the SBA Super Badass collection. I believe it has 4 time zones. It's and a digital. That's an impressive watch too. Not as heavy as the Invictas, but just, I mean, it's gigantic. I mean, it's definitely an eye catcher. And they make so many different colors. I would have bought more of those, but I just got into the Invictus, and that was it. Game over. Right here, Jacob and Company. This is one I put together. You can't get this. This is back in the day when I was, you know, selling a little bit of watches here and there, and I'd kind of get a couple different colors, and I'd piece together the bands. And so naturally, that's a replica, of course, okay? Then we have a Jacob fully iced out replica. These are 47 millimeters. And then we have this one here, very impressive. This is like, I mean, bang for the buck. This is an Android watch. I forget the model number. I do apologize, but I'm going to show you that one too because it really is up there with these other watches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the size, okay? I'm going to try to, if I make a mistake, don't leave me a bunch of comments, just I apologize. So naturally, the Venom is a 52 millimeter by 22 millimeter thick. That goes for all three of these Venoms. The Coalition Forces, I believe, is 20 millimeters thick, 19 or 20, and about a 51 millimeter. Then we got the Zeus. This one I just got 22 millimeters thick by 52. The Noma 5, 50 millimeters by 20. Noma 3, 50 millimeters by, is he 52 or 50? Sorry. By 19. Hydra, 29 millimeters thick. It's the thickest one they make. That's a tank right there, folks. And then you get the Jacobs for 47. The Diesel is a 63 millimeter, and then the Android is a 50. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put the camera down here. Okay, and I'm going to move on over here and set this up where I can flip the camera around. Hopefully. Oh, maybe it won't let me. It won't let me do it. I thought we could flip this camera around here. Alright, well that's not going to work. So, why don't we just do it like this here? I'm going to make it a little easier. I don't want to have to edit this video, so bear with me. This is going to be kind of a shitty video, but it's going to give you the information you need. Alright, so let me make a little room here. Alright, so we'll go with this. We're going to make this work here. Alright, so here we have the Venom. Get an idea what that looks like. Okay, side shot. Close up. Now I'm going to pull out the Venom 2. Side by side comparison. And I have a couple videos of these two. Only difference besides the color is the Venom 2 has got a very aggressive bezel. I know it looks like it comes up a little bit higher, and it may by like barely a millimeter. Bracelet's still the same. The pushers are a little bit different. The crown's a little different. But very aggressive looking bezel. Okay. I'm going to put those back. I'm not going to side by side comparison this one. I'm going to show you what it looks like. That's also the Venom 1. Matte finish, rose gold, and black. The black's got a little bit of polishing in between the links. There's a lot of contrast in these watches. This is a beautiful watch too, I have to say. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. But, alright, Coalition Forces. Just a hunk of a watch. That's a tank too. This is the kind of watch I can kind of see, like, the Venoms are pretty nice, and you may not want to wear those all the time because they're so pretty. You don't want to scuff them or anything like that. Let me put this down for a second here. Let's make this easy on us here. I do apologize for this video. We're going to try to prop this up. I'd hope we could switch. That's not going to work. I was hoping we could switch the camera around there and get kind of a front shot there. Not a front shot, just kind of like show you what it looks like on me. Okay, that propped it up a little bit. Alright, so that's the, again, the Coalition Forces. Crown protector. Kind of a shiny, reflective, almost like what tin would look like or something like that. Like it's yellow gold. It's very unique looking. Alright. So let me show you that next to the Venom because everybody knows about the Venom. So I kind of wanted to show you these watches compared to the Venom. So you get really a side-by-side. See the difference in the thickness. And like I was saying, what's cool about the Coalition, there's not a lot of polishing. This is the kind of watch I could see somebody wearing like day to day to work and not really worrying about banging it up too much because it's not going to show a lot. You have a lot of this knurling on it. So a lot of the scratches wouldn't really show. The Venom, I mean, I had them in a watch box. I have a few very fine scratches because they're polished on the side. So you got to be a little more careful with the Venoms. Alright, so that's the Coalition. That's a badass watch. Alright. Now we're going to jump over to the Zeus. Just got this bad boy today. Had a little trouble sizing it, I have to say. Kind of the band actually fell apart at one point. And I was able to get it back together. I'm not sure if it's defective or what, but this is like a 3-piece pin system. And I was kind of whacking at it with a jeweler's hammer on the side because the pin that I put back in to size it kept falling out. And I tried using one of the other pins, and the pins are different on just 2 of these bracelets links here. So I managed to put a little nick in it there, but it's hardly noticeable. I mean, you wearing these, you're going to get little nicks here and there, and I take care of things pretty well. This got that really neat cabling system, mother of pearl in the dials. Nice deep dish on it. Really a neat looking watch. Check out that band. Hopefully it holds up, of course. So let me show you that one compared to the Venom. Side by side. Oops, let me move this out here a little bit. Side by side comparison. The Venom's a little bit higher, but not by much. Pretty close. It might even be the same, to be honest with you, but very similar in size. Turn that around there. Very similar watches. Alright, gonna put the Zeus down. Put the Venom down. Now let's go for the Noma. Let me hold on to the Venom. Alright, Noma 5. Pretty thick too, even though it's not as thick. When you're looking at 2 millimeters, I mean, there is a difference, but not by much. The Noma 5, when I first opened it up, although it's not quite as big, 50 millimeters, the Noma 5, I gotta tell you folks, I mean, it's just, I know I ramble on about how beautiful these things are, but they are so nice. I mean, you wear these, people are like, what in the hell? They're just amazed because you just don't see them all the time. I mean, my job, I deal with, over 1,000 people a day, sometimes more. And I mean, you rarely see Invictas. But one thing about Invicta owners and wearers, a lot of people just don't collect watches. They collect Invictas. And I gotta say, I'm starting to get to be one of those people. So anyway, when I opened this for the first time, because I was so into the Venom that I was almost a little disappointed because I was like, oh, it's not as big. But once I wore it and I saw how cool, look at that lug system on there. You can check out my other video on how that works. I'm not going to get into it today, but there you go, side-by-side comparison. The bracelet, I mean, look at that three-dimensional bracelet. This thing, I mean, I can just, I'll tell you right now, just get them all. Get them all. Go to Shop NBC. Go value pay. I mean,